Hey everybody, welcome to the 1804 show. I'm your host, Dollar Will, coming to you with another episode. We got a special guest, the owner of Nikki Wing Shack. When I tell you I love these wings, it's to die for. I've been a loyal customer, just been enjoying just whenever she used to, drop them off to me. Great customer service, great eating. It just, you'll feel like you at KFC, but better. But yeah, just like normal, got my drink, got something to smoke. Just waiting for her to get here so we can kick this off. Man, I've been having such a wonderful day. Was able to go back to work at Robbie D's and we sold out. Man, yeah, bro, for real, man. It's that good. It's that good. No hype. No hype. But yeah, we gonna get her in here. We gonna get here. What up? What up? And nothing, just chilling. I couldn't wait for this interview. I've been thinking about it all day.
I've been excited for it too.
Oh, that's what's up. You're gonna make me cry on my show. But
I'm a big fan of yours from the beginning, though. We go back.
yeah, it's very cool to have a blast from the past. Meet up with me again and support me because it's really haven't been no cakewalk. It's been challenging, but it's always gonna be a challenge when you open up your own business and you will see who really supports you. You can relate to that.
Can.
Yeah. No doubt, man. So how about you introduce yourself to my viewers and give a little bit of your background and like whatever you want to discuss. I'm listening.
I'm Nikki B. I'm the owner of Nikki B's Wing Shack. I am started off my journey of a business owner a year ago, and now I'm flourishing nonstop. I went from 6 wing flavors. I'm about at 12. I keep adding new items every time I get a bright idea. We got a new item called the bouillon ball, and that sells out as quick as my chicken at this point.
Man, you ain't tell me about that. I'm a little some type of way.
When I say that way, it was just a test run to see if my customers would like it. It's dirty rice, Cajun sausage, cheese, deep fried.
Whew. Man, that sounds like some trouble. You got to give
I
me
got
some
next
next
show.
time.
I'm your sponsor, so next show I got you.
Oh, my God, that sounds like, ooh, man, gave me the chills. But yeah, forget my silliness. I'm crazy, but so what made you want to start that?
I have a great support system. I'm the oldest of 7. My parents believe in me. My brothers and sisters believe in me. My partner believed in me, and for the longest, I wouldn't cook for him. So the first thing I cooked for him was chicken. So after I cooked it, he just was like, "You can sell these," and ever since then, I've been on. It was a leap of faith.
So So was it like a easy process or a
It was
difficult
it was
process?
an in between process. And I say it was an in between process. I'm used to cooking. Like I said, I'm the oldest of seven, so I'm used to cooking for a big, large family. So my biggest issue is I'm my own critic. So if I wouldn't take it for myself, like, oh, it's good, but I wouldn't think it was good. So the transition part was the hard part, to cook for someone outside the family.
Oh, absolutely, because people be
About
skeptical about
yeah,
food.
thin food. And so when I did the transition, I stepped out on this leap of faith. When I did my first like public sale, I had instant flowering, and they've been following me from since day one. And every week I get new customers, I get returning customers, my loyal customers like you. It's just an amazing feeling.
Oh yeah, man. I can say that when I first, tried your wings, I was hearing about it from my cousins and stuff like that, and they was just telling me, like, I mean, you got to try these, and that's when I hit you up and you know purchased my order and everything, and ever since then I've been a fiend.
And that's it, and I love to hear it. And I'm not saying I'm not, and I'm humble about everything, but to hear it, it just amazes me, because I every time I cook, it's not because I'm trying to get a dollar, it's because I enjoy it. It's made with love each and every time. And
Yeah.
sometimes you get some food that I got it good one week, and next weekend ain't the same. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So when you enjoy doing it, and you enjoy it, and it's made with love all the time, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, because I can say that I never had a bad experience. They were never cold. They were, never unseasoned. It was just always on point. It was like the pie off the Jamie Foxx show to me. So, and I also wanted to ask you, like, was it like a difficult process of you know finding the logo and finding the clientele, or just everybody came to
The
you?
logo came from my name. My last name is Brewer, so I took the B from my name, and my nickname is B. So that was kind of the simple part, but I pondered on it for a long time. My clientele came with faith. It just popped up with the Wing Shack, and I had orders instantly.
Yeah, and I like how you say it came with faith because us being business owners, people just think that it's just so easy, and it's not. It's usually a just a hard process, just with knowing how to appeal to people, and people can always make and break your
And
business just with
with
word
word
of
of mouth.
mouth.
And and you get those people who just trying something to be trying something, and they get hooked. You get some people just trying because it's word of mouth. You get some people just trying because some someone else said it wasn't good. It just I never had that experience of a bad word of mouth.
Man, because I'm telling you, like, you deserve to have like your own restaurant, your own chain and everything. And do you do it by yourself, or do you have
I
employees?
have two passions: cooking and children. And I went from working with small people from zero to school age children. Now I'm working with the older children from 15 to 18. So my clientele, not my clientele, my employees are teenagers and my teenagers are willing to work. They are my employees. So I went from working with the little ones to the big ones, and I'm not veering from working with the teenagers, because it's showing them how to make money, how to save it, and how to work hard. So when they get into something that they want to do, they have the work ethic already.
Oh, that's good, because usually a lot of people doesn't wouldn't put their business in the hands of young people like that. So that's good that you're being like a motherly figure to them, and also allowing them to see how it is and be responsible and be self-sufficient.
Yep, and I love it because we have our good days and we have our bad days, but at the same time, I have learned that the teenagers want to work more than adults do.
And that's a damn shame, man.
It is, but my teenagers will be here on time. And me being a boss that I am, I'm not going to tell my teenagers or not tell my employees what to do if I can't do it. All of us worked or her. I feel like if I'm me being a boss, I can't tell you to do something and I'm not doing it. So you lead by example. Everyone in the shop does not just stand there and work. We work together. So if she over here has 45 wings to toss and you over there bagging, you can come help her. And if she's still stuck, we all work as a team because teamwork make the dream work. But I will never tell them something that I won't do for myself.
So what the hours like how I know you get up early and stuff. So do you have like a regiment that you prepare throughout
Yes,
the
it's
week?
it's a week's
Like,
process. It is a week's process. So usually all sauces are made either a day or a day before, 1 to 2 days before. Now that I have the bouillon balls now, those have to be made a day, the night of, or a day before because they have to sit to to make a form of a ball. I season the chicken that morning, and then the cake is made that night. So my week, when I preparation for the week, is just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is the preparation of it.
yeah, because I always wondered that because it just be so hectic. I know, because man, I get so many people just like my show is like at a high demand, and I'm doing like several things and everything like, and everybody always asks me like, how do you juggle all that? How can you remember all of
All of
those, all of those interviews and guests and everything like
and then
that? But
it
it
just
just,
comes. And not only I own a wing shack, and I also help out volunteer at my mom's daycare because she's a business owner as well. So Monday through Friday, I'm helping at the daycare as well. So it's just like I'm just busy every day. So I get it. And what I do is if you pre-order, if I say when I start doing pre-orders on Wednesday, when I sell you the pre-order, I write the order down right then and there on the ticket, the time you want to pick it up, how many it is. So I'll have to go back through my phone to figure out what I forgot. And the business page help it make it a whole lot easier too.
yeah, yeah, it does. That's why I had to make me one because I was just ghetto fabulous for a while until somebody was like, man, you need to make you a business page. You need to go on YouTube, and I was just trying to just do it at my own pace, because everyone's different. I don't try to critique people's management skills and this and that because I never really been a manager until now. So it just makes me very business shabby, if shall I say. But I just admire, with people who's like a supervisor or people who's a manager or people who's a director or CEO, man, like it's a lot of work, making
That this
sure
duck is in a row,
that you,
everything is together.
yeah, yeah, and it's just amazing that because me at my 9 to 5, working a covenant and cooking in the cafeteria, well, grilling in the cafeteria and everything, you just don't know what your food can do to somebody's day. And I learned just someone could just be going like astray or be depressed and everything like that. And then they can try your
And it can
food
change your life. Good
and they
food make you dance. Good food make you sing. I know it's good when everybody. Have you ever been out to eat with a whole bunch of people, and y'all be talking before the food get there, and then when the food get there, ain't nobody said a word.
Yeah, absolutely,
Good food
absolutely.
make you do good food put you in a good mood. Good food in general is just good food. I get where you it can change your life.
Hmm. Yeah, and I just enjoy what I do, just my 9 to 5, and doing the show because a lot of people came to me, just in public and everything. I got the story for you, man. Last week, man, I was at the corner store and I was playing my numbers and stuff like that. Man, I had like 5 niggas get out of the truck, so I thought it was over. I thought it was just like, oh my god, like this is how I'm gonna go out, Lord. So they all came up to me. They was like, "Hey man, hey man, ain't nothing like that, bro. We we fans of your show, man, and we wanna, an autograph and everything like that." So I signed my first autograph.
And it's amazing. It's
And, and,
amazing. Was it amazing feeling?
oh yeah, after the scare tactics went away, but it just means a lot knowing that when you have something that was in your
And
head.
you see it. And
Mm-hmm.
and that's how it is with the Wing Shack. It's been January would have made a year that I've been open. To see my progress from the beginning of January to this January, it was like my hard work paid off. I have clients every day. I have some people that only want my wings and I have to cater to them. My hard work just paid off, all because I had a dream and a bridge card.
Hey, instead of, and here's the thing, it was like you didn't really have like a whole lot of weapons or arsenal, but that, and then you turned that into something major.
And I kid you not, when I started off doing only 40 pounds of chicken every Saturday. 40 pounds. That was it. Now I'm at 279. I'm almost 300 pounds in, and I'm selling out instantly. And that's just on pre-orders. I don't take regular orders on Saturday, because by the time I get my pre-orders in, I have no wings left over.
Mm, yeah. Whew. Yeah, because you know how I be. I always make sure I get me like a 20 piece or over 25 of, because you got to savor that. You can't just get no small batch
I
and
got
and be done
I
with
got a
that.
story for you. So my best friend, she only get 15. She only get 15, and she get the dry ranch and the barbecue mixed together. So she only get 15. So it's her and my goddaughter. She only get 15. So I stopped giving her 15 when she ordered. I started giving her 20. So she called me the other day. She was like, "I smashed them rings, all 20 of them." I said, "So stop getting 20. Get." But when you know,
And that's
but when
hilarious.
I was like, "Stop getting 15 and get 20." She just like, "I just think." I said, "No, you're not thinking."
And yeah, that's, what, like I said, I'm very happy for you that you just, you prospering, you know, when especially when everybody can say that they had an anniversary, when it comes to a business, because usually business says pretty much be like a month or 3 months to 6 months, but for you to make it into a year. She said, what she said, Caitlin? She said, stop talking about me. Well, hey, I had nothing to do with that, Caitlin. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke, Caitlin. I had nothing to do with that. But it's just amazing when you can, have an anniversary, like a year anniversary, and it just really makes the just at because the first year is always the hardest one.
Yes. And everybody was telling me that, like, if you make it through your first year, it's gonna be a piece of cake. I made it through the first year. I was like, it wasn't that bad. I did have some ups and I did have some downs. Like from November until present day, I lost my sister November 16th. So from November, I was struggling with that, and I wasn't open for a month or two because I was struggling with that battle. And but my customers were so supportive. And then when I did open, it was like, you back so soon. We wasn't expecting you to be back. It was just to come back with an open arms and to know that I didn't lose nobody. They was right there with me was just amazing to me.
Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss. I had no idea. I talk about my losses a lot, but those losses is the reason why I'm winning. It's the reason why I'm not giving up and I'm not quitting. Because I had a lot of ups and downs too. Because there's a lot of people that I had scheduled interviews with. They either blew me off or they either hated on me, and they either, trying to slander my, just because you got to pay attention to words when people talk about, oh, I like your little show and stuff like that. And I'm like, little show? Like, what you mean? Like, this is the only podcast in Saginaw. Like, what you mean by little show? Like, my show has touched people. And it really bothers me that our local newspaper won't do an article on me, won't do a story on me because they feel like I haven't accomplished enough yet. And I feel like in 2 months, because I started this January 4th, was my first episode, and I've been just, putting in the hours and stuff like that. Even when I'm like dead tired, I always, I have people that depend on me. I have people that look forward to it. So I just fight it. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting it now because I feel like I had picked cotton and build pyramids today at my second job, but I'm here
And
because
your hard work will pay off. Like, I admire you for who you are. Will, I've been with you through a lot, from from songwriting. You said something very powerful that stuck with me. Well, I don't know if it was today or the other day when you said I did a 5-year bid with depression. I felt that. You just don't understand how I felt that, and you don't know what someone's fighting, or you don't know what someone's doing, and you take sometimes what you say or what the interview say, you speak to somebody.
I appreciate that. All I can do is just speak on what I know and speak on what I experience, and I realize that everybody isn't like me. Everybody isn't going to, you know, snap out of it, and I just always wanted to make sure that when it came down to just social media by itself, it's just to be honest, because it's just a lot of people who capping on this blue app, and I just always wanted to make sure that I was human, show people that I'm just one man, a young man at that, who really didn't have any support like that, because I had to pretty much carry the load and be there for my mom, because my mom was going through it way worse than I was, because she lost her son, her firstborn son, and then she lost her mom 6 months later. So I had to be there for my mom. I had to make sure that the bills was paid, while everybody who was on the outside looking in, which is like, oh, he's just trying to get some attention. He's trying to get some sympathy. I never asked for no sympathy. To be honest, like, I just wanted to be left alone, because my life has completely altered after that. Because when you lose the matriarch of the family, like, and then you left to carry the load, something that you didn't sign up
Yeah.
for. Because I didn't sign up for that. Like, because if anything, I had pretty much I was spoiled. I was a spoiled brat. So when it came down to having to be the leader of the family and out of the children and stuff like that, it was tough. It was really tough. But I was lucky enough to just have people who wasn't in my circle to make me snap out of that and make me believe in myself again, because that empty feeling that you have every day, because I still have it. but
It
that
don't go
empty
away.
feeling, it's like it never goes away.
Never goes away.
And it's the same equivalence to somebody who's on drugs or somebody who's homeless or somebody that you see at the hood stores that goes to the liquor store every day and just drink, 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 drink and stuff like that. And they get shown upon and people don't really realize like they wasn't always like that. You know, something must have happened to them in order for them to get like that. Because everybody doesn't really survive trauma or get any healing from it. So I just wanted to just always make sure that I never was ashamed of my lows, because my
Teaches
lows
your highs.
eventually became my highs.
Teaches your
It
highs.
made me
Yep.
stronger.
And you do your hard work will
Yeah.
pay off. It's paying off now. You got your first autograph the other day after they scared you.
Man, I'm telling you, I was just like, man, I thought it was over. Like,
and it's pay- and
oh,
it,
I'm like, please. I'm
and it's
like,
paying off. You have so much information on your podcast. I watch you every week. I share you all the time. When I did my local back businesses that has supported me, you was the first one that I made sure I shot it out. You're the only podcast in Saginaw. There's no other one. And for you to be a first, I'd rather be a first of anything than a second of nothing.
right. And I appreciate that, and and I always been supportive of my people. I love my people, even if I doesn't get this reciprocation. I love my people.
You
I
gotta
love
support people.
just
Hmm.
yeah, because I'd rather support somebody that I know, especially with somebody with kids, than somebody that I would never, um, eat lunch with or even get a thank you from them. They just pretty much, what I'm saying, feeding their families with my hard-earned money, and I just want just all of us to have that same mindset because we can do
We
this.
we
Like,
and we can if we everybody support each other, we'll be great. But a lot of people don't.
absolutely.
But it's not. A lot of people don't see that. We'll be great.
Yeah, it's just not. It's just I feel like it can happen if we put our energies and
Mm.
put our monies and our dollars, because it's just not. Um, I ain't gonna say it can't be successful, but it's a possibility because we all know each other. We all came from the dirt, and we all came from the mud. So I'd rather support somebody who got it from the mud than somebody who had an
And
inheritance
had to, yeah,
or
we had to work our asses off to get where we at.
oh, yeah, absolutely. And I always bring up when I was homeless and stuff like that. So I always bring that up. And just the fact that, just the little things that people don't sit back and think about, what I'm saying? Like they wait for the big things to feel like they're blessed. So I
The
feel like
small,
if you can flick your light
you
switch up,
blessed.
you blessed. If you can, turn your
You
faucet
blessed.
on, you're blessed.
I get it.
You know?
I get it.
Yeah.
Your dirt.
I don't need $1 million to be happy. Because if anything, I create my own happiness. I love to make people happy. That's a person that's has some type of insecurities or some type of stigma amongst themselves to feel like they need material things to feel validated. And I'm been humble. My success has just been off rip. It's not something that I take for granted because I could fall off at any day, but I always just whatever people acknowledge me and whatever I'm stopped on the street or at work or whatever, it just makes me happy knowing that somebody who don't owe me nothing to tell me that I'm doing a good job or that I'm helping people or that they a fan of mine. That's something that's priceless to me. And I will never forget that. And now that we are two business owners. We have a legacy now.
And I have, you right, a legacy. And I look back at it and it started, I have a legacy. My oldest son, my oldest son don't work for me. I fire him every week. Cause he feel like he just you just feel like he don't gotta do much because I'm the owner. He get fired every week, but he know what to do. He just my oldest son, but my oldest son and my youngest came to me when I had this idea. My youngest son, Mom, what you need me to do? You need me to answer the phone, take orders? What you need me to do? My oldest son knows all the recipes and everything. He's there for you. So a legacy is what I started. I didn't want my kids to leave my kids with nothing. I wanted to show them that I can do it. I just wanted to show them that I can do it. And like you said, you like when people come up to you and be like, "Oh, you the host of the 1804 show." It's a good feeling. When I get my reviews, you should see every time I get a review, I screenshot it and just so I can read it again because it's just a great feeling. It's just a great feeling.
Absolutely. And it just makes you just get better.
And better and
Because
better.
I always try to encourage people.
And I do, and I tell anybody.
And I just always try to encourage people to,
And like you said, you create your own happiness. If you
yeah,
unhappy,
I
find
just,
something that makes you happy. Frying chicken makes me happy some days. Some days I
oh,
look at them thousand wings and be like, it's gonna be a long day, y'all.
right, right. Oh, no doubt, man. I'm telling you, um, it's just amazing, just when you do something like that, and you make just because you make me happy. Because I was just, man, because I be taking something to work with me sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Whenever I order, man, everybody like, man, like, why you eat chicken at breakfast? Like, mind your business and everything. Because this is my guilty pleasure. Like, don't. But I have recommended some people to you before. I don't know if they actually did it, but they was just being so nosy and so curious about what I was eating. And I was like, yeah, make sure y'all go support my sis and everything like that. She's a good good person. So I always make sure that I gave you some customers, but at the end of the day, people
Want to
gonna do
do.
what they want to do. But I always have
And I
recommended you.
appreciate it. And that's why when we had that conversation, I was like, I have no problem about sponsoring in anything because you always come through. Always come through.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm just here to help, just with anybody who wants to just do something constructive. Like I'm always here, for anybody, and because I work hard for my money, and I won't, I'll be careful about
would just help.
who I
Yep.
help, because everybody isn't, well, they don't need to be helped or whatever, because I learned that when you do stuff, for the wrong reasons, it's not going to go right. It's not going to work off whatever interior motive that you have. Because me, I was grateful for the donations that I received over the weekend, and and it was people that I
See,
didn't never expect to help me, and I just like I said, I just loving the the love and the appreciation out of people, because I'm really consider this as activism, and I really consider this as just you know spreading love and not hate. That's why I have zero tolerance for drama, and what, because I get so many people inboxing me about coming on my show, and I always ask them, so what you want to talk about? They're like, well, I'm an open book, and I'm like, well, you got to be more precise
Yep.
than that. You know, you got to be more clear with what you want to talk about, because this is going on platforms, you know, this is going on YouTube. So I ain't trying to embarrass myself, and definitely ain't trying to embarrass you.
Embarrassing.
So, and it's funny, when I have guests, they always feel like, well, what do I have to offer? How can I contribute? And I tell everybody that we all have a story to tell. You know, your story isn't as like minimized as mine, because I have a remarkable story, you know, myself. But I always want to learn from all my guests, and just, you know, tonight I learned, you know, from you and like the people who watching, is that, you know, you just never know who really supports you, especially when tragedy strikes, because tragedy
Show
will,
you who's there.
yeah. And I always just allow people to know, like, just always be careful about how you leave with a person, you know, how you left off with a person. Because um, I never really told people about the day my brother died like that. I never really went public with it, but we had an argument. We was like shouting at each other, and we said things that we didn't mean. And then 2 hours later, he passed away. And when I tell you, I don't know how it was for you, but it was like I had like a slideshow of when I first saw him as a baby, all the way to the last time I saw him. And it was creepy. Like, I had never seen nothing like that before. And I just remember just when I was sitting up when I got the news, and then I remember just crawling into a ball and just like bawling, just becoming frantic and screaming, and I couldn't breathe. I had no, you know what I'm saying, like just gasping for air because I couldn't breathe. It was just like I got hit by a bus, I got stabbed, I got shot, and people just never see me like that because I was in a car, I was in the parking lot, and I just couldn't say anything, I couldn't talk, and I don't wish that on nobody, not even on my worst enemy, and I just, you know, I ain't trying to get personal, but do you have like a sense of you wish that, you know, your sister could see the success that you experiencing now, and that you could share it with her like I
My
do?
sister was with me. My sister passed away. My sister passed away on this November 16th suddenly of a heart attack. So the day before, I had talked to her on the phone, and the last words to her was, "I love you." So I had a great ending, and she's one of my biggest fans. So it hurts me when I go out to sell chicken, and she's not sharing a post, or she's not out there saying, "Mama Nini, I love you." So I understand completely where you coming from. I know for a fact that she is looking down on this. I just know who she was. So she got to my success, but I was wish she can see me now. And one of the reasons why the chicken sandwich is not actively one of the reasons why the chicken sandwich is not actively on the menu, because that was her favorite item. I just can't bring myself right now to put it back on the menu until I'm ready.
Yeah, yeah, I understand, and you know, just take your time with that, because it is hard, especially when something like that is like sentimental sentimental
Sentimental.
sentimental, yeah. It was just
I got you.
off the tip of my tongue. Yeah, sentimental value, you know, and it's just the things that, like, you cherish something like the simplest things of a person belonging, or that someone's joy, when they gone. And that's why I'm happy to wear my brother's belt. I wear his belt every day, even though it's too big for me. But I feel like he's a part of me, like he's here on me and protecting me. That belt is lucky. Like I can't describe it in words, but
It's
that
your,
belt
it's like
is like a force field
yep.
on
You
me.
feel like it's the, I don't have. She has uh I wear. She has a wig, and I love the wig to death. So when I want to, my hair is messed up like it is now, because I need a retwist because I got dreads, I will wear it, and it gives, like you said, it's a force field. It gives you power, and it just sometimes you have to do it. You have to just have that force field to feel like they're near you or something like that. I get how you feel about the belt. Trust me.
Yeah, I just tell people all the time that I would never forget about him. I just wish that I could have appreciated him more because I was being a jerk. I had no idea, and every day I sit back and think about that, and like now that I'm older, and because this happened when I was 27, so I was just I didn't think I still needed him, his guidance and his wisdom, and because I thought I knew everything, and I was literally proven wrong, and just want to make sure, like, just with my platform, that he's not forgotten, because I've been to his grave, I think, more times than our cousins who grew up with him, and it's just sad. Like, I never really would have thought that, just because our family, like, even though we weren't close knit like that, but we was like, I could always go, like, whenever something got real, I could always go to them. But just the fact, like, I never would have thought that we would have had to bury him before my mom, my dad,
And
and
that's a hard feeling. And you go to, she got cremated, so she's with me at all times. I don't have it on right now, but I have a music note, and it's her ashes in her music note. So I will put it. I can wear her as often as I can, and we're close knit. So she was second to the baby. Uh, she's second to the baby. So you can imagine, like, I lost my baby. It's like I lost my baby sister, and so, and like I said, we're close knit. Family game nights, all that. She's missing, and like I said in the beginning, I'm noticed to seven. So now it's down to I'm the only girl here. So I got three brothers, and it's just me here.
yeah, I'm the only son now, so I understand. It's even if no one had put pressure on you, it's still
Yep, and
pressure.
I'm the oldest at that, so it's extra pressure because I'm making sure that all my siblings is okay. I'm making sure that my parents is okay. It's extra pressure now.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you, if did you get an opportunity to talk to somebody about that?
Before my sister passed, I got blessed to have three dads. My dad passed, so I was already in therapy for grievance and just depression, anxiety for that. So when she passed, I just added to her to my regimen. And I had been, when, like I said, I felt you when you said I was in, when you was in, did a bid for, I did a bid
Hmm.
for 10 years. So I get it. I just, 2 years ago, I just came out of it. When I say I came out, I had to go on this journey of peace, and I had to go on a journey of everything. So when my sister passed, I kind of felt myself going in back into it. So before I felt myself going back deep down, I went to get help. And a lot of us of color don't believe in therapy, but it helps. And and they don't understand that it's not talking to somebody to put them in your business, it's talking to somebody to make you feel better.
Yeah, yeah, and I just, I think about that period in my life so much, is to the fact that I won't say that I was ashamed of it,
It made
because
you who you
when I
are.
look back at my, yeah,
It made you who you
and
are.
I look
It,
and I look back at my and I look at back at my statuses and stuff. I was just so angry. I was so um I was wild. I wasn't who I
I
was,
look back
and
at mine too. I'll be like, what I was thinking? Like, what was I on? Why am I so angry at the world? And now I look and you look back and you see where you came from and you look at yourself and you just look at yourself and I look at myself. Will, honestly, if you asked me if I was going to be a business owner for a year ago, I would have told you no.
same here. I didn't think I had anything to offer. Be honest with you, I just because I was just wounded, so I was attracting broken people and doing things that, just if it got out, it would have really discredited me,
Mm-hmm.
now. But I looking at things now as, you know, everyone deserves redemption at some point. And what I'm doing now, hopefully that it's redeemable and that people can see that I was going through a traumatic experience and being just hurt and broken and betrayed and just alone and just a battered person. Like,
And
and
when
I
you battered and you're broken and you don't know where you are, you don't know your feelings, it gives off the wrong vibes. It gives off negative vibes. It gives off bad vibes because you don't know who you are as a person.
absolutely. And I just think that, you know, because even though like we're in our early 30s, I think people just need to really realize that we're still young. We still figuring things out. You're a mother. I'm not a parent, but I just think that when it comes to certain people think leaders don't break down. Leaders don't react to the same characteristics or traits as a regular person. I think we have it the hardest because
It's
people
so much
expect so much
from
out
us,
of
so
us.
much from us. And like you said, you're a leader. I'm a business owner. Before I came a business owner, I just throw on some clothes and go out in public. Like I'll be together, but I'll be together now where I'll be like, damn, I got to put on clothes because I got to represent my business and everything else.
Hmm.
So like you said, we get held a little bit higher than other people.
Yeah, and and to me, I feel like it's just really it's been like a good journey. Like, just because I always just wanted to embark on like why I was created, why I was here, because I was told that I was a mistake and that I wasn't going to never amount to nothing, and that I wasn't worthy of being who I am today. And it just took, just like you said, it just took to look deep inside myself and like, dang, this is what I want to be remembered for, is a person who felt sorry for myself or turn around and do something about it. Because it's been very just rewarding knowing that I getting to know people off just reading between the lines, but I can actually, um, just learn about everybody, and that's why I think, just with the generation alone, just it's suffering with that because they only go by what they see, but not
What they
for
know.
what they
Yeah.
know.
And it's hard to go for what you see and not what you know. Sometimes you gotta just go for what you know. Just stick yourself out there, go on faith, and just do it. Because if you don't do it, you don't know the outcome of what you're gonna get.
So you at peace now?
I am at peace. This is the most I have for the last 3 years. I have found my peace. I am in a this space where I can't let negative bother me. Because if you let negative bother you, You won't get a positive outcome. And
Right.
and if it's negativity, if it's bad vibes or anything, I choose not to deal with them because I want to be in a mindset where I accept everything that's for me, for me.
I agree. I'm the same way. I don't even want to be around you if you not, on that positive stuff. I don't even want to show because I have so much confidence that should have been in me. And when you like in that dark place and everything like that, you get mad sometimes because you realize how much time you wasted.
You ain't wasted so much time in that dark place, and now when you out that place, it's a bigger horizon for you, and it's like you're a little kid. Oh, I want to try this. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do that. You get what I'm saying? It's so much. It's so much to do, and I'm happy that we both out the dark spot, and we all have our days.
Me too.
And we all have our days where we relapse, where you get into your funk, where you just like today's just not the day because we're human.
Yeah, yeah, and I just really be, just really be pushing, and I just never really had this sense of like this gotta work, this gotta pay off, and just realizing that I'm doing something that a lot of people doesn't do because I always tell people like the comfort zone is a prison. The comfort zone is what's holding you back. Nobody is holding you back but you, and you gotta make sure that you don't get too comfortable because anything can happen at
Given
any
time, and
given
it's gonna
moment.
take you out your comfort zone. And I get it. Like I was like I told you when we was talking about this interview, I said we can push it back because it's not my comfort zone. I was talking to everybody about it, and they telling me we talk to people every day.
Yeah, it's funny because I was the first one to give a person a opportunity to vent or to come on the show because I broke a lot of people's comfort zones. And some people that I never heard speak before, and it really blew me away. Like, okay, that's how you sound. That's cool. That's wonderful. So it means a lot when after interviews be wrapped up and people just write me and they just tell me like, man, like I just wanted to thank you for that because I've been holding so much in for years and you just allowed me to get so much weight off my shoulders and because I was carrying so much like I had my own airport of the baggage I was carrying around me and but I was just smiling, I was just trying to, keep a smile even when I didn't feel like smiling. I just always was smiling because you're not gonna see me weak or you ain't gonna see me as no victim. Like even if it took me longer to overcome it, I still was, showing my progress.
And that's where I feel you. A smile can hold a million. A smile can hide a million things, but you don't never know. And that's why if you see some of my posts on my thing, I try to stay positive every day. Last week, smile because somebody might fall in love with it.
Yeah, yeah, and and now you have something to offer. Besides your personality, but you have good food and them and then them desserts. Oh
That
man, they good
the
too.
the caramel cake. So I
Oh
stopped doing the whole caramel cake. So I'm doing the caramel cake cupcakes. The key to the new caramel cake cupcakes is that they're filled with caramel and then they're topped with caramel. And they about and they huge. Why you put your head down? Don't do me like that.
Man, you can't be telling no big nigga this type of thing. Man, I'm just like, I'm just soaking it all in, you
I
know.
got you. Don't worry. It's tough. I got you. It's just well, I told you what happened earlier today, but you would have had it on today.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't upset. I was like, man, I was really, looking
And I was
forward to
looking
that,
for it.
but things happen.
And I just didn't feel it. I was like, dang. But I got you. You always know I'll come through, and I'll make sure that you get your bouillon bar. Your bouillon bar. Don't call it like Deshaun called it. Deshaun called it something totally, totally something out the way. And they not, and my cousin is not even calling them bars. They call it the Nikki D's bars. They're not even giving them the real name. So they just like, you got some of them bar things.
Yeah, man. Oh wow, that's
You got
funny.
some of
That's
them bar
funny.
things left, and I just be cracking up. So yeah.
What would be dope if you came up with your own macaroni and cheese.
So here's the thing. I try to keep my menu as simple as possible because that means it's more work for me and my team, the wing team, to do. So someone told me the other day, "Why don't you try fried macaroni and cheese?"
Wow, what do you think you are?
Somebody
Mm.
told me to try fried macaroni and cheese. So I was thinking about it. So I might have to run one to it to maybe to do it and see how it go. And I
Man,
also thought
like I
about,
said,
it's
like,
been a couple times. I also thought about doing a soul food Sunday with the wings and do soul food macaroni and cheese, jams, and everything. So I can do that on a Sunday. So I'm still putting it. I'm still in the works of thinking. Like I said, I come up with things every day. I just write them down and go from there. But I just don't want to overexert myself because I already went. Like I said, I just went from like 6 sweet sauces to 12,
right.
and we just got the 3 new wing sauces we got is dry ghost pepper, dry ranch, lemon. I can make lemon pepper dry or wet now because you know my lemon pepper is wet. We have salt and vinegar and sweet habanero. And then my children decided that they was gonna have a wing challenge with sweet habanero and ghost pepper mixed together. They call it the devil sauce.
Man, that's amazing. Just because there's not a lot of, you know, like chicken places, that's daring like that, and that's, you know, um, I would say versatile as well.
I try to be,
So,
and of course your favorite, the barbecue and the lemon. My barbecue is a homemade barbecue sauce, and the garlic parm is a homemade. But your favorite is the garlic parm, and you made me talking to you yesterday. You made me try. I'm gonna try my hand at honey mustard because I don't have a honey mustard sauce. So you gonna be the test one for the honey mustard wing sauce.
like, I knew it, like them barbecue and them garlic parm. Oh my gosh, I knew that they wouldn't. You couldn't find that in no store. You can't duplicate that, man.
So all my sauces are homemade, and that's why it takes 2 to 3 days to make the process. And we're trying our hand. We got a new uh, shout out to Tools Infused. Me and her working together on some things with our infused wings coming soon.
Man, for real. It just, man. So it was just like recipes just passed down from
No,
generation to generation, or you just
I just going.
okay.
I got a few. I got a few test dummies. My partner, Caitlin, my kids, my parents, Amy. Just here, try this.
Mm, yeah. So I'm happy that I'm not related to you because like no work will be done.
And I
No work, man.
and I just go in there and
I know.
I go in there and I'll be like, oh, I'm trying this today, and I just pass it along. I don't say nothing. I just be like, oh, we trying this sauce today, and just go. And I'm used to cooking big because I'm the oldest, so the portion size was never the problem. It's just me stepping out to just do it. So we have Nikki B's has came a long way from 6 flavors to 12. I think
Man, that's amazing. I'm gonna make sure that I share your business page for anybody who's interested next time you open,
we sold.
and also oh man, and also I just want to know um what advice that you have for anybody who wants to open up their own business,
Just
and
do it.
you know what tips and
I don't
what
care if it's 15.
guidelines.
I don't care if it's 15 million different people that's doing what you're doing. If you got a dream and it's yours, step out and do it. Just because it does not mean there see churches, whoever else is just doing wings. Because my wings, I believe I can be closed this Saturday, but KFC still open. This it may not be mine, but just step out on your faith. And if other people doing it, so what? It's you. You might be set aside for somebody else. Don't not stop your dream because you feel somebody else is doing. The guidelines is just do it. Take your faith, pray, meditate, manifest, and just do it. Because you'll never know what you don't do is what you don't know. And that's their guidelines. And never think that you can't do something because you can do anything you set your mind to. Faith is all you got.
No doubt. No doubt. Well, yeah, sis, I just, I hate to go,
I
but
understand.
I gotta
Working
work
tomorrow, me
tomorrow,
too.
man, but I just wanted to say it was a pleasure,
Thank you for having me.
always.
And I'll see you
Oh, no problem.
in a couple days with your package.
Man, I'm just got the dimple showing. Yeah, man. Oh, I can't wait, man. I'm just ooh. No, no. Let me stop. Let me stop. I can't.
Yep.
Well, I would. I can't. But I just, like I said, I just really enjoyed this episode. Like, I would say it's one of my favorites right now. Like, and I have a lot of them, but you definitely in the top 10. And I'm gonna make sure that this make it to my YouTube channel,
Yes,
and I'm gonna make
sir.
sure I send it to you, and you can show your family and your everybody, customers and stuff like that, because we really need to get you, out here like that, because I know it's just kind of like it's small, but but it's a bigger franchise. It's a it's a sanctum already. So
Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you and all that good stuff.
well, well, thank you, sis, and you have yourself a wonderful
You
night.
too.
And thank you everybody for tuning
We
in.
appreciate you.
Until next time, but you take care,
You
sis,
too.
and have a good
You
night.
too.
And God bless. All right.